Hello and good morning, and welcome to the Urban Bailey Show. Our special guest today is no other than ice in his veins, Mr. D'Angelo Russell. Welcome, Mr. D'Angelo Russell.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Man, the players, man, I mean, the fans been, like, really on you, brother. Like, you just can't win. You had 8 straight games, they said, well, what about the next 2 games? 8 straight games where you did good. Well, what about the next 2 games? You didn't do anything. And then against the Bucks, they talking about how you push Greg Monroe in the back and you ran off. What do you got to say this? Well, man, it doesn't even matter, man. It's like whatever I do, they're going to find something to hate about, But the haters give me strength, It's my motivation in order to get me where I need to get at to the next level, Hold on. We just got a tweet coming in from Draymond Green. He said he's real frustrated at you because he's basically calling you a pussy because you ran away from the altercation with Greg Monroe. Y'all talking about Planned Parenthood? Mr. Nut have sack? Mr. Nut grab your nuts? Prevent my babies from growing? I ain't got nothing to say to that, man. He can say what he want, because I know for a fact that Steph Curry would never came to his aid if he got knocked out by LeBron James when he tried to go for LeBron James babysitting tactics, because he wanted to babysit LeBron James nut sacks, his little birds. Well, D'Angelo, what you got to say about the fan hate? I'm not worrying about the fans, man. Let my game talk. What did I do last night? I dropped 40. What they got to say now? I'm just waiting. Because when they say something about that, then I'm going to just start doing other things. I'm going to start doing backhand flips. I'm going to start putting my body through the rim. And they can't say nothing. Because that's what I can do. Because I'm D'Angelo. And I'm going to upgrade my name from ice in my vein to cold coffee, baby. Oh, man. What is it going to take for you haters to like D'Angelo? What is it going to take? I mean, I made a video earlier about, all the things that, that haters do when it comes to a player or just a star or whoever it may be. And you guys still trying to find a way to consolidate your complaint. I mean, what the oh my gosh. I told you against the Bucks, if you not got ejected, he can't do no wrong. The guy pushed the man in the back, and the fans had to exaggerate about it. Oh, he ran off. He ran off. And all he did was backed up and was talking. But Graham Monroe never paid the guy no mind. But, you got Draymond Green in the Twitter talking about, he's a sucker, blah, blah, blah. Man, what about Steph Curry? You think Steph Curry going to come to your aid if LeBron would have smacked you? Come on, man. Let's be real. I hate that, man. You freaking hypocrites. Also, I told you guys, man. He had 8 straight good games. He had 3 bad games. 2 of them came from him being benched, and he had to do with that mentally. And that's one thing that he had to work on, his mental. But in the process of y'all guys got me crying because I'm not a D'Angelo Russell stan, but I just get tired of you guys just trying to find excuses to bring down the evolution of creating a good player. Y'all trying to break it down. Y'all trying to make the glacier erupt, man. I mean, what's going on? We got presidents in seats that don't know what the hell they doing, and Ingram fans that I think they were taught by a president that was in seats that don't know what they're doing, and this is what we get the results of. But anyway, he drops 40, so now I want to know, what are you guys going to say now? He dropped 40. He was the first young player in Laker history to drop 40 points. And you guys going to come and say, well, damn, he didn't drop 41. I don't know what you got. Anyway, it's your man, Urban Lover. You know the deal. First and foremost, coming from your mama's basement. I love this, man. I love these comments. I love talking with you guys, man, because at the end of the day, like I said, we all have one particular goal, and that's to see our Lakers get back to dominance. Regardless if we disagree with each one's opinion, it's the whole point of me making this channel so you guys can get in the comment section and chop it up. As long as y'all be respectful of one another. That's all I ask for, because regardless, it's like 2 brothers going at it, but y'all still gotta have love for one another. Why? Because we all Lakers family. Unless some of y'all are just false pretenders. I'm not going to call no names because I don't know, and I'm not making that claim. But the Lakers came out, and this is what I've been saying over and over again, is that the Lakers got to play with some type of energy. They got to come out motivated. They got to come out in their mindset thinking that, we have a chance to win these games. I like what Lou Walton did, and I'm going to break down the reason why. I know a lot of you guys say, like, in the last 5 minutes, Lou Walton could have did this, and that, but you got to keep in mind the tanking process is still undergo. I like the idea. He finally started Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo Russell. I've been saying this from preseason that he needed to start these guys. This is before he even decided to go with D'Angelo and Nick Young. But I've been saying this over and over again. You got to let these two guys play to see what we have, so that when we go into the draft, we know exactly what we need. He finally let these two guys play. They erupted. They did good, especially D'Angelo. He went off. Him and Kyrie Irving actually had a good battle going. And I know a lot of you fans, well, most of you haters are going to say, well, he didn't play good defense. And this is what I'm going to say to you. What player or point guard right now can dominate that position right now on offense and defense? Name me one. Isaiah Thomas said it best on was the Players Only whatever on inside on NBA. What is it? Whatever that thing called, with Charles and all them when they go do the March Madness thing. But anyway, Isaiah Thomas said it the best. He said right now there's no real point guard that dominates on both ends. He said back in the days, every guard or whoever control that position, their whole mentality was not only to beat you on offense but also try to stop you from scoring. Most of these young point guards do not do that, and you can see that. That's why Kyrie and D'Angelo had this wonderful game of just scoring mentality, which I like. But it comes down to defense with that's the reason why Cavaliers are separated from the Lakers, because in the last 5 minutes, Cavaliers put the clamps on them. And also, and y'all can call me a conspiracy theorist all you want, but I'm not real big on the refs. Never was, ever since the one ref came out and called the league, and David Stearns all threw it under the bus when the guy got caught. Was it Timothy Weber's name was? And he called up about the L. Iverson thing, how a couple games were called, but it is what it is. But the ref controlled the outcome of the game. Why do I say this? Because if you watch closely, towards the end, like I tell you, the Lakers can go to the free throw line more than the Cavs towards the beginning. But when the game is on the line, the game is close, best believe the top 5 teams are going to get those calls. That goes back to saying about Draymond Green when he banged Adams in the nutsack twice. Yeah, I'm going to call y'all Draymond because you calling out D'Angelo, you freaking nasty man, you. And I used to like you, Draymond. I still do, you know what I mean? Because I like your competitiveness, even though you are a dirty player. Anyway, he banged Stacey Adams in the nuts twice, and the ref did not eject this guy because they knew that if they eject him, it would cost the Warriors the game. And what would happen is that Oklahoma City will went on to the finals to play the Cavs, but the fan base didn't want to see that. They want to see their stud senior Splash Brothers, play against the Cavs. So that's the whole thing in a nutshell, because that's why I say LeBron is on a different level. LeBron, Draymond Green, tried to grab his, try to babysit his nuts. And when he tried to babysit his nuts, LeBron felt it and said, "No, you're not babysitting my nuts." And what happened? Next thing he wound up, he wound up getting he wound up not being to play one game, and that would actually cause the Warriors to lose. That because Draymond Green makes a big part of them Golden State Warriors players. Not this year. I mean, this year is Kevin Durant. You can see it now because they lost like 5 games since he's been out, something like that. But anyway, we're not talking about them. But that's why I say the ref control the outcome of the game. That's why I don't really get so hyped up on certain games no more, because I know the ref's going to make those whistles. I mean, let's be honest. Richard Jefferson was just hacking the crap out of D'Angelo Russell. LeBron gave freaking Brandon Ingram a forearm, like basically gave him a forearm to push him out of the way to get to the basket, and they did not call offensive foul. And that's another thing too. The LeBron Brandon Ingram matchup was kind of rugged, but it was still good. I mean, Brandon, like I said, if he put a little bit of weight on, he'll be pretty much all right. But LeBron you basically used his weight on Brandon Ingram. But D'Angelo Russell had a hell of a game. Him and Jordan Clarkson had a good game. Brandon Ingram had a good game, man. And I'm going to go through the stats real quick and get right back into it. I'm not going to talk about the Cavs because like I said, the Cavs are the Cavs. They trio all scored in double digits. They're the only 3 that scored in double digits. And that's what they needed in order for them to beat the Lakers. It's funny, right? But that's the truth. Lakers only had 2 turnovers going into the 4th, and then they wound up having 4 more, crucial turnovers towards the end. But Lew Walton was pissed, but this is the psyche thing about it. Now, Lew Walton was pissed about it, but here's the thing. In the last 5 minutes, he had Nwaba starting, and I've been saying this over and over again. When you put Julius Randle at the center spot, it kind of like, takes away his game to me, because he doesn't play real strong defense. This is where Larry Nance would be pretty good at the center spot and let Julius Randle continue to play the power forward spot. Because at the end of the day, you see that it basically kind of got like the Cleveland Cavaliers could do whatever they want once once they went with that small lineup. I'm gonna call it the miniature small lineup because it was real small. When you got 3 guards, a 3 guard set in there, and the Wobbers wound up playing LeBron or Clarkson playing LeBron, it was crazy, and Brandon Ingram playing power forward and Julius playing the center spot. They only played Zubac 19 minutes, and here's the reason why they're not playing Larry Nance and Zubac, heavy minutes. And y'all should know this by now. If they actually would play Zubac a little bit longer,
and they actually play Larry Nance when he go with that small lineup, the Lakers have a better chance of winning a lot of these games. That's what they don't want because they want the draft pick. That's why Nwaba was in there for 22 minutes, and they know they were getting beat. But Lew Walton never changed. He called timeouts, but he never changed the lineup. Only towards the end when he brought Corey Brewer back in. But he wasn't going to put Larry Nance in because Larry Nance, like I said before, is our best defender, so he wasn't going to bring him in. But anyway, Randle almost had a triple-double. But like I told DeAndre Page, this is what I said about the elbow. I told you guys, I said he gonna keep to the point where the refs gonna start calling that. And what happened? He gave Tristan Thompson the elbow. Now the elbow came towards the end after he tried to make the shot. And I think he's just doing this to actually make guys more afraid of him because Karl Malone used to do that too. A lot of people know that when he used to do the mailman, when he used to call him the mailman, he used to come in with his elbow. He used to lead with his elbow, and sometimes with his foot. But he always used the elbow to basically hit people in the face to make them say, okay, well, now I'm going to start being a little bit more respectful of his game when he come in. And that's what kind of like Randle was starting to do. But you got to remember, this is a more soft lead. I know a lot of people will disagree with me, but this generation, to me, is much more soft. So the refs are going to call that. And that's what happened against Tristan Thompson. He hit him with the elbow. Tristan Thompson, he got a techno on it for the elbow, hitting him in the face. Because I'm telling you, they watching that. And this is what I was talking about. Just Randle got to work on his low post moves, because if you constantly do that, it's going to take away what you got going on right now, because you're really one-dimensional when it comes to low post moves. And that's why I say Randle this offseason have to really work on some low post moves, because he's real awkward with his. And it's like he takes funny shots in order to make it, but he also used that elbow to clear space. And they just ain't been watching it. But now, after those two blows in the previous game, in the game before the Bucks, and then this game, they're going to start watching that. So what happened after the elbow, is Julius Randle kind of went away. He wasn't really going hard in the paint like he was. And that's what I've been saying in my last video, not the Bucks video, but the other video when I was talking about the elbow situation. But anyway, he still had a good game. He had seven assists, 7 rebounds, 10 points. But like I said, he hit a 3. But I kind of like I said, he's starting to shoot more, which is kind of good because he's going to have to start making shots now because they're doubling up on him. Better teams will double up on him because they know his strength and his weakness. They know he likes to get to the basket. So every time he goes to the paint, they're going to double up on him. But he still had a good game. Brandon Ingram had a hell of a game. He's starting to really come around. I told people, just got to be patient with him. He's starting to come around. All we need now is consistency from him. He's starting to find his shots. I'm liking it. He still can't find a three-pointer, but he got that nice little 15-foot range shot going. 18 points for him. Zubac only played 19 minutes. Still looked good. He had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 10 points. The one play where Tristan Thompson blocked his shot, he came back down the second time and dunked it with 2 hands. He should have did it the first time, but as he grows, he's going to get better. Maybe he's only 19. Jordan Clarkson still being consistent, 19 points, had 6 assists. He had that nice pass to Nwaba, nice catch from the rim, the dunk it. I like it. D'Angelo Russell had a hell of a game. He went inside, he shot outside, he got players involved. I just want to know what the haters going to say about this, because they've been crying that he's inconsistent. He only had 3 bad games within that flow. 8 straight games. He had 1 bad game. They set him down, but they benched him the 2 games after that. And the benching messed with him mentally. And I'm not trying to defend him, but the benching messed with him mentally to the point where he didn't showcase his skill. But he came out with the Bucks. But if he didn't get ejected, he would have scored 20-something against the Bucks. He was on his way. I think he had 14 points on 5 for 9 shooting. He was killing it. Anyway, he came out and against Kyrie Irving. He had 40 points. Him and Kyrie was going at it. He had a good game. Larry Nance only played 14 minutes. Played pretty good for 14 minutes. Not too much, but defensive-wise, he did pretty good. Corey Brewer, same thing. They didn't go deep in the bench, and I love it. I didn't like the idea because I said it before back in the early part of my videos. I said that, Lew Walton need to really shorten his bench because he's bringing too many people off the bench and it's taking away time from other players. I like the idea. He finally let Jordan Clarkson and D'Angelo Russell play. I'm happy about it. It shows that after a while they can start playing together, because the thing is, people fail to realize not only do you have to guard 1 player, you got to guard 2 now, and that makes the defense much more honest based on the fact we don't have no defense. And I know a lot of people say, well, we need a bench. Well, to be honest with you, this is the end of the season. It doesn't really matter. You can fix the bench up afterwards, get players, start doing other things with it. But right now, at this point in time, it's good to see D'Angelo Russell and Jordan Clarkson play together. I've been asking for this for so long. I'm happy and I'm excited because it opens up the offense. Because when Jordan Clarkson play on that second unit, you have nobody after Lou Williams left. When D'Angelo Russell play on the first unit, at least you do have Zubac and Ingram that can shoot. But when D'Angelo Russell play on that second unit, like I said before, the same thing with Jordan Clarkson, you have nobody. And that's not fair to them that you get to play with a bunch of, I ain't gonna call it bums, but a bunch of players who don't really know how to create on their own. You know what I'm saying? Well, on this first unit, you got 3 people, well, really 4 people that can create on their own. And Zubac is create on his own too a little bit. So you got 5 guys that are all young that doing big things for this team, and I'm excited. I'm glad Lou Walton finally came to his senses and utilized them. I'm just hoping, and I'm not making this an excuse, but I'm just hoping that that Lou Walton next year do not go with the Julius Randle center small lineup. I'd rather for it to be Larry Nance and Julius Randle, and let Ingram play the small forward, Jordan, D'Angelo Russell, or whatever the draft choice that we wind up getting. But that's what I'm looking at. But anyway, it was a good game. I'm excited. They came out, they played hard. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the guys, but only I got to say at the end of the day is just mental, just basically work on your mentality and your defense, and that's all. Just guys, keep your head up, stay strong. Y'all play a hell of a game. Y'all could have won this game, but I know Lou Walton didn't want to win it. Well, then again, I don't even know, because he was on the sideline pissed as a firecracker. So I don't know if he wanted to win it or not. But, you know, even though they still had a chance to win it, because if he just switched the lineup a little bit, they could have won. But I'm just trying to get him the benefit out, thinking that maybe they did not want to bring in Larry Nance or bring Zubac back in, because they knew that they have a chance to win with these 2 guys on the floor. Instead, they just went with that small lineup that actually got kind of like semi-destroyed in the fourth quarter, because I think Cleveland's 43 points in the fourth quarter on them. So, you know, like I said, I didn't like the small lineup, the miniature lineup. I don't mind the small lineup with Larry Nance playing center, and I think Lou Walton knows this. But like I said, Magic probably told him go ahead and lose majority of these games so they have a better chance of getting the draft pick, which I understand, because even though with Magic there's still no guarantee that we might get a solid free agent. Let's be real. You know, and to be honest with you, I'm more of watching the young players develop anyway. Whether they win or lose, as long as they go out there and play hard, that's all I care about. With that being said, it's your man Herbal Lover. Like, share, and subscribe in the comment section. Tell me about what you think about this game. And haters, you can continue to comment. I love you guys regardless, because we all Laker family. With that being said, you know what it is, guys. Have a blessed day. Be safe out there. And most of all, take care.